Just don't make things worse. Today on Fortitude Through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Just don't make things worse. Today, the words from Marcus Aurelius. How much more harmful are the consequences of anger and grief than the circumstances that arouse them in us? This is the reason why I went down the Stoic path. I did not want people to have the power over me of being able to press my anger button. World's greatest at this. My ex-wife, she literally found every single way to push every single button and every single insecurity or anything I ever had. She was the master at exploiting my inability to maintain my emotions. So the first rule in holes goes the adage, if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. So if you're in debt, stop spending. If you're fat, stop overeating. If you have no career, stop being lazy. If you don't have a good relationship, stop being a self-centered little narcissist. Aaron Purvis. So, let's think about this. Most of us violate this piece of common sense almost as practice. Getting caught in traffic, getting, that anger emotion, speeding around, someone only get caught at the next light. Again, guys, we do this all the time because our emotions get the worst of us, especially in the context of relationships, interpersonal relationships. Don't react for the sake of reacting. Leave it as it is. Stop digging, stop picking, stop trying to make it worse. Just plan a way out of the mess. Say, hey, listen, I understand. This sucks. Got it. So what am I going to do about it? And that's really the evolution that I've found so far in this now is, do I catch myself from getting angry all the time? No. No, forever the student. But I'm aware of it. When it happens, I'm aware of it so I can dial it back. And hey, it may be a minute or two later when I realize, I let that one go. But that's the evolution. I'm not even 6 months into this deep dive, this implementation of this philosophy into my life. Is it perfect? No. Nor is life, nor is any other human being that has ever walked it. Even Mother Teresa. So, think about your life right now. Think about the challenges that you have in life. Think about the problems that have manifested themselves in your life. Think about the actions. Are you getting upset? Are you getting angry? Or are you taking action? That's what I do now. I pause, I reflect, I analyze, and then I plan. And then I reflect on the plan to make sure that I'm going in the right direction. This is with everything in my life. So, are we going to let the consequences of, and again, I'm coming from an anger perspective, but there's a lot of grief here too, right? There's a lot of people where grief holds them back or triggers, okay? Many different emotions. Now I'm talking from an anger perspective because that's the one that has always been key for me. But whether it's jealousy, which is big for a lot of people, jealousy. If you're jealous and you keep doing the things to make it worse, you're only gonna drive a bigger wedge between you and your partner. Jealousy is not healthy. It is a consequence of your inability to control your emotions. So then we start creating all of these circumstances and all these things in our head that probably aren't even real. So, if you're in that situation with a loved one, right, and you're having conflict in your relationship, now's the time to pause. Hey, listen, I know my behavior hasn't been great lately. I'm not going to make any excuses of it. I let my emotions get a little ahead of me. I'm going to dial that back in, and I'm going to focus more on our relationship and good communication. It's proactive communication. Hey, I know, I acknowledge, I understand. Here's what I'm going to do about it. If we focus on the negative, that's all that we'll see. And I have been criticized for perhaps seeing too much of the positive, only seeing the good, overlooking the bad. Perhaps, but I'm going to remain focused on the positive because that's what I'm seeking, that's what I'm looking for. And hey, listen, there might be some scruff that comes along, but I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Think about your life. Think about your turmoil. Think about what you're doing to make it worse. Now pause, reflect, and put a plan together to make it better. And on that, we're getting out of here.